So our objective for the day is I can identify fractions using a picture model and find fractions that are equivalent. What does equivalent mean? Yes. It means they're equal or the same. Okay. So, like I said, our goal or our objective for the end of the lesson is that I can identify fractions using a picture model and find fractions that are equivalent. Thank you. I'm going to leave it right here so we can remember what we're doing, okay? All right, our application problem that we are going to do today is on your board. Sheila has 3 bags with 10 pretzels in each bag and 9 extra pretzels left over. She gives 1 bag to a friend. How many pretzels does she have left? So Sheila has 3 bags with 10 pretzels and 9 pretzels extra. She gives 1 bag to a friend. How many pretzels does she have left? I'll let you try it first, and then we're going to walk through it together. Yes. You're finished?
Yeah.
Check your work, and then I'll check it. Sheila has 3 bags with 10 pretzels in each bag and 9 extra pretzels left over. She gives 1 bag to a friend. How many pretzels does she have left? Decide and make sure you're working from. All right, let's do cubes. Let's solve it together. So first, I'm going to circle all my important numbers, right?
Yes.
What important numbers are in my problem? 3, 10, 9. Okay, bless you. Then what comes next? Cubes. We circled our missing number. U is we underline. What? What am I underlining? Which word?
The words after
the question. I'm going to underline the question, which is how many does she have left? Then I'm going to box the important word. Box the important word. What is the important word? It tells us what operation that we needed to do. You all did the same operation. So what operation do you need to do?
9 times 9.
You all subtracted. What word told you to subtract? Left, right? How many are left? So we're going to box that important word. Is there any extra information that we need to cross out?
No.
No. So then we need to solve. So first, I would like to draw a picture because that always helps me sizzle it up. So I know there are 3 bags of 10 pretzels in each bag, right? And then I have 9 pretzels extra. Yes?
Yes.
So how many pretzels do I start with altogether?
What number is that?
Turn around, please.
39.
39. That's right, there are 39 pretzels. And we all said we were subtracting, which Mr. Zillow agrees with. So I gave one bag away to a friend, yes? 39 minus 10. What do you have, Melissa? 29. So the answer is 29 what? Pretzels. Always 29 pretzels. Did anybody get that answer?
No.
You were finished. You stopped working. So what you all did was you took the bags as ones, not tens. So you have to pay attention to what the problem is telling you. Okay? Okay? You sure? You gonna remember for next time?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna take your boards. Thank you.
That was it.
Hands up. We're gonna do something different. You can erase. Yeah.
It's a no. Yeah.
Alright, our next piece, we are going to try to, yes, we are going to compare fractions on our fraction cards. Are you ready? Fraction cards.
Oh no.
Yeah, oh, those. So we're going to compare fractions on our fraction cards. So each person is going to get their fraction cards.
I can't wait that.
So many fractions.
So many fractions. Okay. So Ms. Gazzillo is going to give you two fractions, and you are going to use a comparison sentence. So greater than, less than, or equal to explain to me if how the fractions compare to each other. Okay?
Yes.
So the first fraction I would like to give you is 1/3 and 2/3 and 4/6. Yes, Markwell. Yes.
Oh, I know.
2/3 and 4/6. Give me a comparison sentence so you can explain to me. 2/3, 4/6. Are they greater than, less than, or equal to each other? Julia.
4/6 is greater than what's the other?
I don't know. You should know. That's what I said.
2/3.
Okay. What do you think, Melissa?
2/3 is greater than 4/6.
So you agree or disagree with Celia?
Disagree.
So I disagree.
I disagree with Selena because
2/3
is greater than 1/6.
2/3 is greater than 4/6, and Celia says 4/6 is greater than 2/3. What do you think, Kyron?
I agree with Melissa.
Why?
I agree with Melissa because 2/4 is greater than.
I didn't say 2/4. I said 2/3 is and 4/6. So make sure you agree with Melissa now that you know the fraction.
I agree with Melissa because 2/4 is greater than 4/3.
Those aren't the fractions I gave you. Fractions are 2/3 and 4/6. So how about instead of guessing, you look at your card and see if you really agree with Melissa or Celia, or if they're both wrong. Get that other paper out of your desk and finish it, please. So find 2/3. I'm with you.
5.
That's 3/3. I'm 2/3. Yes,
There's no 2 thirds.
there are 2/3. There most certainly are. Your nose is fine. So look, there's 1/3, 2/3. Are there 2/3?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And then, so here's 2/3. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. What do you notice? Both Melissa and Celia were incorrect because 2/3 equals 4, 6. How? Let's look. If I were to line up 2/3, here's 2/3. 1, 2, right? You agree?
Yes.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. They equal the same amount. See that? Do you see? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. So 4, 6, and 2/3 are the same. All right. Ready? Let's do another one. Now that we know what to do. Okay? Please don't do that. 3/4 is greater than, less than, or equal to 6/8. 3/4 is greater than, less than, or equal to 6/8. Do the other side. No, the other side. I said 4/3 is greater than, less than, or equal to 6/8. 4/3 is greater than, less than, or equal to 6/8. Give me 1 minute and then Aaron's gonna go. Ready? Yes. 3/4
3/4 is greater than 4.
So we are in 6. Listen. 3/4 is greater than, less than, or equal to 6/8.
How can we be?
I'm asking. 3/4 is greater than, less than, or equal to 6/8.
Greater than.
Why?
Because it's bigger.
Why is it bigger? Use your card. Show me. Why is it bigger?
Because the
So the actual tile is bigger. But is 6/8
is
bigger than 3/4? Greater than, less than, or equal to?
it's less than. Because it's smaller.
The size of the tile does not matter. I'm asking you if they equal the same amount.
No.
Because we're not comparing 1 to 1. We're comparing 3/4 to 6/8.
No.
No what? They're not the same. Okay, which one is greater or less than the other?
3/4
Is what?
is greater than 4/8.
We're not talking about 4/8. We're talking about 6/8. So I'm here. Your friends are here, not over there. Does anyone agree or disagree with Karen? Yes. Why? Are you listening?
Six.
We're not on 6. I said 6 eighths.
6 eighths are greater than 3.
You believe they're greater than 3/4? Okay, so you think 6 eighths are greater than 3/4. I just want to clarify what you said. The other way around?
Yes.
3/4 are greater than 6 eighths.
Yes.
Okay. What do you think, Melissa?
I agree with Hyman.
Why?
Because 3/4 is greater than 3/4 is greater than 6 eighths.
All right, let's line it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Are they greater? Is one greater than the other?
No.
What? They are?
No.
They're the They're equal to. They're the same. They're the same amount. You guys are so busy looking at the size of the tile. You're not thinking about it. Put together, are they greater or the same?
Are we going to be? Are we going
We're gonna do one more.
to be in the same?
I don't know. You gotta figure it out.
About.
All right, is
All right.
5/10 is 5/10 greater than, less than, or equal to 1/2? Is 5/10 greater than, less than, or equal to 1/2? Yes, Ronald. I'm sorry, what? Yes. One tissue.
Got my answer.
Okay, good. What do you think, Celia?
It's equal to
It's equal to why?
because it adds up.
Show me. Yep. Show me.
That's
Good. 5/10 is greater than, less than, or equal to 1/2. Yes. Good.
Equal to.
5/10 is equal to 1/2. Very nice. All right, you're gonna keep your fraction card just in case. You might need it. I will take.
You're going to take a marcus again?
Yeah, I'm gonna take your markers back. Thank you so much.
That's right.
Thank you so much, friends. All right, we're gonna look at our problem set. What you are going to do is first you are going to write the
Date in your name.
your name, date, and number. That is correct. Ronald, you need to be finished and sitting down. You then, once you write your name, date, and number, are going to go through and label each fraction. Name, date, and number, and label each fraction. Ladies, you should have brought your pencil over.
I didn't know we were going to do
You did know. We use our pencil every day.
always do this.
Remember, our goal for this lesson is that we can identify fractions using pictures, right? Using picture models, and find fractions that are equivalent. Did we find fractions that were equivalent?
Yes.
Did we use a picture model?
Yes.
Name, date, number. Let's see if we do that on the next part. Name, date, number. Markwell, I need you to sit up, and I need you to put your glasses
My
on.
last name, right? You.
Once you have written your name, date, and number, you may label the fraction. And you're interrupting my lesson. Put your glasses on. No. Put your glasses on and do your center, please. Thank you. We'll talk about it when you come to your lesson. It's not your turn yet. But if you don't do your work, we will not do the fun race if that's how you feel. Once you are finished writing your name, date, and number, you may label your fractions on the line. You're labeling the shaded fraction. You're labeling the shaded fraction. Remember, the shaded part goes on top. The total number of sections goes on the bottom. The shaded number goes in the numerator. The total number goes in the denominator. So Kyron, I'm asking you to look at your fractions because you did not do that. Melissa, same for you. The shaded number goes in the numerator or on top. The total number goes in the denominator or on the bottom.
What do we have?
Not relevant to math. Very good. The shaded number goes in the numerator. The total number goes in the denominator. Kyron. Is this how many are shaded? How many are shaded? How many are there total? How many are there total?
2.
2. So 1 is in your numerator and 2 is in your denominator.
How do you count this?
Count each part. Put your glasses on, please, Markwell. Thank you.
I think we're good way over
Kyron, what number is that?
2. I have to wait over the number.
2 curve. 7. There are 2 shaded, but how many are there all together? You don't need to erase the 2. There are 2 shaded. How many are there all together? Do you need the word wall for that? Okay. So check your fractions to make sure you're happy with them.
Anyway, this one.
No, the 1 is correct.
No, that's an S.
Once you have checked your fractions, then draw a line to match the equivalent fractions. Draw a line to match the equivalent fractions. So even 1/2 equals 1/3. So they might not have the same denominator, but they might take up the same amount of space. Once you have written your fractions, match the equivalent ones. Remember, the total goes on the bottom in the denominator, and the shaded part goes on the top in the numerator. None of these are fractions greater than 1, so your bigger number should always be in your denominator. Same here, Karen. You're right, there are 4 shaded, but how many are there all together? No, the 4 is correct. There are 4 shaded. But I'm asking you, how many are there all together? This is not 2/2, friend. There are 2 shaded. How many are there all together? Same here. There are 3 shaded, but how many are there all together? That's for your question. still incorrect, Caroline. So they can kind of borrow your eraser. This is still incorrect, and this is still incorrect. The shaded part goes in your numerator. The total goes in your denominator. How many are the total, Kyron? Good. Now make your fraction mark. How many are shaded? It's this one. How many are shaded? No, there's 8 total. How many are shaded? How many are shaded? No. Melissa, how many are there total? Alright friends, let's go over this together because some of us seem to be confused about our fractions. So let's start with number 1. Just wait. How many are shaded? Alright. 1. And how many are there total? How many are there total? 2. So 1 shaded, 2 total, 1 half. How many are shaded? You can call it out. How many are shaded here?
2.
2. How many are there all together?
3.
How many are shaded? 4. How many are there all together?
6.
How many are shaded?
4.
How many are there all together?
3.
How many are shaded?
3.
3 are shaded. How many all together, Melissa? So 4. 4 should be your denominator. Next one. How many are shaded?
2.
How many are there all together? 4. So it should be 2/4. The next one. How many are shaded?
3.
3. How many are there all together? 9. So 3/9. Friends, we should know how to label a fraction now. This is supposed to be the easy part. Okay. How many are shaded? 6. How many are there all together? 8. So your fraction is 6/8. Thank you. Now we are finding fractions that are equivalent. Are there any fractions that match, that are written the same?
No.
No, but are there equal fractions on this page? Yeah, so what could equal? Using your fraction cards, while you still have them, what is equal to 1/2?
1/3.
No. Look at your fraction card. Here's 1/2, here's 1/3. Are they the same?
No.
No. So what is equal to 1/2? Aaron?
1/2.
Is that a fraction over here?
No.
Then that's not what we're talking about. One whole does not equal 1/2. So if we don't know, it's okay. Look at your 1/2 and line it up. Find what's equal to each other. So do 2/3 equal 1/2? No. So we move to the next one. Does 1/3 equal 1/2?
No.
No. So let's move to the next one. Do 2/4 equal 1/2?
Yes.
Yes. So do they match? Yes. The next one is 4/6. Do 4/6 equal 2/3? Do 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 equals 2/3?
No.
No. Yes.
Do 2/3
Yes.
equal 1, 2, 3, 4, 6?
Yes.
Yes, so they match. Okay, next one. Are we ready?
Yes.
Well, so that pencil is not sharp. I'm not sure why you're using it when you have a sharpened pencil. Next one, 3/4. Here we are. I lined it up with 1, 2, 3/4. And what's left is 1/3 and 6/8. So do 1, 2, 3/4 equal 1/3?
No.
No, do 1, 2, 3/4 equal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6/8?
Yes.
Yes, they are the same. So by default, 3/9 equal 1/3. You see how we did that?
Yes.
We understand.
Yes.
Love it. All right, turn the page.
I wait.
Like a half hour. All right, we are going to write in the fraction that equals the one already given. Okay? So what we're going to use the picture model, just like our objective. We're going to identify a fraction using a picture model, and then we're going to make an equivalent fraction. Okay?
Yes.
So write the missing number for the part of the fraction. So 1/3, here's the picture, 1/3 equals how many sixths?
2.
2 sixths. Melissa, 1/4 equals 2 what? 1/4 equals 2 what?
8.
Your name's not Melissa. And I'm asking for all of them, not just the unshaded ones. 8. 8, 2/8 equals 1/4. And Kyron, 4/8 equals 8 what? No, we already did 4/8 equals 8 what? 16/8. That's correct. You counted up here. You were working with this one.
I was counting down here. 2, 4, 6, 8.
See this line? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. You always count all of them, right? Because we're looking for the denominator, not the numerator. All right, we're going to use cubes to answer our word problems. Ready? Why does it take 2 copies of 1/8 to show the same amount as 1 copy of 1/4? Express your answer in words and pictures. All right, so let's do the picture first. We're going to draw 2 equal rectangles, right? We're going to circle our important numbers. We're going to underline our question. And then we're going to solve. Okay? So 2 copies of 1/8. So how many parts do I need to partition the first rectangle?
8.
8 parts. How many lines do I need?
7.
7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So Leah, look at mine and look at yours. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You split your rectangle into 20 pieces. I only asked you to partition it into 8. So look, you said 7 lines, right? 8 sections. It's just like a tape diagram. There you go. Now there are 2 copies of 1/8. So how many do I need to shade?
1.
2 copies of 1/8. How many do I need to shade? 2. I'm just gonna do a quick 1, 2. The next rectangle, we have the same amount as 1 copy of 1/4. How many parts do I need?
3, 4.
4 parts partitioned into how many? Right. How many lines do you need to partition into
3.
4 sections? 3. And it's 1 copy. So how many do you need to shade?
1.
So now, in your own words, now that we've drawn the picture, explain why these are equal. So in your own words, Melissa, write small. You have to fit it in this box. Write small. Right here. Explain why these are the same. Why 1/4 is equal to 2/8. Kyren, whatever you're doing with your finger is not explaining to me how those are the same. Are they equal the same amount? Melissa, stop. We're gonna write small and start up here, so that the more you write, you have more room. Because we don't read down and then up, right? You need to start up here. Marquel, are you working or are you sleeping?
What happened to all your
I don't know. You disappeared. You need to finish. Yes,
I'm still on my phone.
I'm glad you're doing your work. Thank you.
I already put a finger.
I can see that, but now I need you to keep working. It's not your turn yet. Yeah? Karen, you need to keep writing stuff. Karen, we don't have time. Right? What's the turn the page? Marquel, last warning before I take your point from you. You're not working. You're sleeping. You can't do that with your head down. Sit up on your bottom.
Finish.
Turn the page.
Oh, and yay.
Ready, Slay? Yes.
I have a question about this.
Yes.
I was just don't remember.
numbers after 6.
Not that hard.
All right, number 1. Draw and label 2 models that show an equivalent fraction. Draw and label 2 models that show an equivalent fraction. Remember, they should be partitioned into different, each rectangle should have different partitions, right? They both should not be fourths. Melissa, both of yours are split into the same amount to be equal all the way down. So if you're going to split each one in half, that's fine. You are. Your head is down. You believe in it.
Show your pen.
No. You've been doing this for now. Now hold on together. Put your glasses on. And this is why we're not ready. I had it all ready to go. No, we can't. We won't let you do it. No, we're not gonna do it. Ready? Part 2. Just listen while you're shaving, Kyra. Draw a number line that proves your thinking in problem 1. Draw a number line that proves your thinking in problem 1.
What is that?
2